Have you ever pondered the concept of unforgivable sins? Why are certain transgressions deemed beyond redemption? Today, we delve into one of the most profound mysteries of faith, the story of Satan, the fallen angel, and the reason why God will never grant him forgiveness. Join us as we unravel the dark history that shaped this pivotal figure and explore the profound implications of his rebellion. Imagine a being of unparalleled beauty and wisdom, basking in the glory of God's presence. This was Lucifer, the morning star, a cherished angel adorned with precious stones and granted a privileged position in heaven. However, pride crept into his heart, and he dared to challenge the sovereignty of the Almighty. In a single fateful act of defiance, Lucifer fell from grace, becoming Satan, the adversary, and the embodiment of evil. To understand why God will never forgive Satan, we must first grasp the nature of his sin. Unlike humans who often err out of ignorance or weakness, Satan's rebellion was a conscious and informed choice. As an angel, he possessed a profound understanding of God's will and the consequences of his actions. Yet his pride and ambition drove him to seek equality with the highest, a desire that ultimately led to his downfall. Argument 1. The gravity of Satan's sin. Satan's transgression was not a mere mistake, but a direct and deliberate challenge to God's authority and holiness. His rebellion was a complete rejection of the Creator, an act of utter defiance that went against the very essence of divine order. The gravity of his sin is amplified when we consider his exalted status as a cherub, one of the highest-ranking angels in heaven. Despite his lofty position and blessings, Satan allowed pride to consume him, leading him to believe he could ascend to a level equal to or surpassing the Almighty. In God's eyes, this sin was unforgivable because it was made with full knowledge and understanding, leaving no room for repentance or redemption. Argument 2. The finality of Satan's choice. Unlike humans who can seek forgiveness and strive for redemption, Satan's choice was irrevocable. Angels, as spiritual beings with complete understanding, do not have the capacity for genuine repentance. Their choices are final and unchangeable, and Satan's pride prevents him from ever seeking forgiveness from the God he sought to dethrone. To grasp this finality, we must understand the nature of angels and their relationship with God. Angels are purely spiritual beings, existing in God's presence and serving as messengers of His will. They possess a profound understanding of the divine order and the consequences of their actions. When Satan and his followers rebelled, they did so with complete awareness and understanding, not out of ignorance or weakness. This level of comprehension is what sets their sin apart from human transgressions. Furthermore, repentance involves a change of heart, remorse, and a commitment to turn away from sin. However, for beings like Satan, who made their choice with full knowledge, the concept of repentance becomes obsolete. Their pride and unwavering defiance prevent them from seeking forgiveness, as doing so would require acknowledging their wrongdoing and submitting to God's authority, something their rebellious nature rejects. Argument 3. Divine justice and the consequences of rebellion. God's refusal to forgive Satan is not an act of vengeance, but a manifestation of divine justice. As the embodiment of righteousness, God cannot overlook such a blatant and conscious rebellion against His sovereignty. To do so would undermine the very fabric of His divine order and the principles of justice that govern the universe. Divine justice is a fundamental attribute of God, reflecting His perfect fairness and equity in dealing with all of creation. It ensures that good is rewarded and evil is punished, upholding the sanctity of God's laws and the consequences of disobedience. In the case of Satan's rebellion, the principles of divine justice demand that such a grave transgression be met with a commensurate punishment. Throughout the Bible, we are reminded of God's abhorrence of pride and defiance. Satan's fall serves as a powerful example of the consequences of challenging the Almighty's authority. It reinforces the notion that no being, no matter how exalted or privileged, is exempt from the consequences of sin when committed with full understanding and intent. Satan's eternal punishment upholds the inviolable nature of God's justice and the reality that rebellion against the Creator cannot go unpunished, lest the very foundations of divine order be shaken. Counter-argument and rebuttal. Some may argue that God, being infinitely merciful, should extend forgiveness even to Satan. However, this perspective fails to recognize the fundamental nature of Satan's sin and its implications for the entire created order. Forgiveness is predicated on repentance, and Satan's pride and unwavering defiance preclude him from seeking such reconciliation. True repentance requires acknowledging wrongdoing, genuine remorse, and a commitment to turn away from sin. Satan's rebellion was not a momentary lapse, but a calculated and deliberate rejection of God's sovereignty. His pride and ambition have hardened his heart, rendering him incapable of seeking forgiveness from the God he sought to dethrone. Forgive without repentance would disregard the principles of justice and render the consequences of sin meaningless. It would undermine the very fabric of God's divine order and the moral laws that govern the universe. Furthermore, it would send a message that rebellion against the Almighty can go unpunished, potentially encouraging others to follow in Satan's footsteps. The story of Satan's fall serves as a sobering reminder of the consequences of pride and rebellion against the Almighty. It is a cautionary tale that underscores the importance of humility, obedience, and unwavering faith in the face of temptation. While God's mercy knows no bounds for those who genuinely seek forgiveness, Satan's unrepentant defiance has sealed his fate, leaving him beyond the reach of divine forgiveness. As we conclude this exploration, let us reflect on the lessons this dark history holds for our lives. May we be ever vigilant against the subtle whispers of pride and ambition, and may we remain steadfast in our commitment to the one true God, whose love and justice are eternal. Let us embrace humility and obedience, for in doing so, we honor the Creator and align ourselves with the principles that govern the universe. If this video has resonated with you or sparked further inquiries, share your thoughts and engage in the discussion below. Join us in exploring the depths of this profound topic. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on future videos that delve into the mysteries of faith and the eternal truths that guide our spiritual journey.